I have exciting news. The Brighter Side of Education is now officially CPD accredited, which means you can now earn continuing education credits just for listening. So stay tuned for details to learn how to claim your credits. Your professional development just got a little easier. Welcome to the Brighter Side of Education, Research, Innovation, and Resources. I'm your host, Dr. Lisa Hassler, and this is my husband, Dr. Greg Hassler.
Welcome.
And this is our first ever live episode, so it's a big deal. I hope it's actually working.
Super uncomfortable.
It really is.
And we're just getting started.
Definitely, yeah. So this is outside both of our comfort zones, which is kind of what we're talking about today, right?
What a better way to try something new.
I know, in the holidays when everything is already a little upside down and, of course, pressured. So one of the reasons why we chose to do it is time crunch. So kind of made sense.
But hi, everybody. Yes, we are live. And we're doing this in December. And yes, we're already wondering, what were we thinking?
And so why not go full blast? So we've got some little decor to go with us. Oh, and I've got something.
So we're doing it in style?
And I thought you needed more turkey in your life.
No,
see this?
We've had way too much turkey.
It's been all week. We've made
No, we're not doing it.
Turkey. Come on. I'm going to be the reindeer then. How would we do that?
Do it.
All right, here we go. So we're doing this in style, not so much the turkey that made Greg a little bit more comfortable than we needed to.
Yes.
Okay. And we have some throwbacks. So we've got the ceramic tree. 70s child recognizes that from their childhood. And you've got your sounds of music. You see it? Do, 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 do. There we go. Childhood classic from Greg. Nice little countdown, both instruments. I think we're missing one. We're very sad.
Yes, little advent calendar countdown. Yeah. Used for a long time.
All the little traditions of our childhood that we bring with us during this holiday season, right? Add to it, remember, kind of adds a little bit to the magic.
It does. Yeah. Before we go any further, let's warm up with a Christmas question.
Yeah. Christmas question. Okay.
What is one childhood gift that you still think about every year?
Okay. I used to have little baby dolls, and there was like a bottle, and it was magical because when you fed the baby, it disappeared, like the milk disappeared. I don't know how that happened. I still don't know how that works, by the way, but that was very amazing to me. So it reminds me of how simple things can be really, really fascinating to kids. Yeah. And so sometimes we overthink presents, and sometimes it's just the simplest thing that they remember and love the most.
Yeah, I always liked our group gifts, like ping pong tables and like things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. The big ones. You remember the thing, Mike.
Yeah, things that brought us together. Yeah. Group gifts.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. So what's one of the worst Christmas decorations that we've ever brought into this house? If you had to pick one, what would you say?
I think one of the best things we've ever gotten are blow-ups.
No, that's the worst one. It's the worst.
Why is it the worst?
It's the worst because it's like during the day, all you see is puddles of cloth pooling the dew on the lawn. Then it's kind of like...
No, but they're so easy. You got to pick decorations that are easy. Easy decorations are the key.
They blow.
Takes 15 minutes to set up. It's great all month. Best thing ever.
No, I don't think so. Okay, so...
All right, but to be serious, why are we here today is to review the year. What was the best thing about the Brighter Side of Education?
Right. So a lot has happened in this last season. It's definitely the longest season we've had. Usually they begin and end in September. And this year we pulled it so that it would end at the end of the calendar year. And I thought that was a good choice. It made sense.
It did. I mean, you had a lot of great guests this year and a lot to offer. There's a lot going on in education, as everybody knows. So there was too much information just to cut it short.
Yeah, it really needed a natural break. And I think December is a good natural break because people are spending the time on holidays and the family. And so it gives us all a natural break. And so today is the end of season 3. And then we will have a month to regroup and rest and spend time with our families. And we'll be back January 15th for season 4. Some of the really great things, though, that happened in season 3, I would say is not only was it longer, we had some great topics, but also the continuing professional development credits. That was amazing.
Yeah. So, that was a big deal this year.
getting accredited, having the podcast valuable, to so many educators. Not that it wasn't already, but I guess just so that you can get something more out of it by being able to add to your recertification.
So please, all teachers, we did that for you.
Yes,
You guys give a lot of yourselves and your time. We want to make sure that you spread the word. Use this tool and tell other teachers to use this podcast to get your free education.
Yeah.
I mean, get your CPD credits and use this tool to learn more, because the AI, the guests that are on here are world-renowned educators and people that are giving free tools to you. And Lisa's doing a great job of getting some of the most famous people in the world. I mean, you think about
they're pretty great.
Amanda Dalio. I mean, some of these names you guys should be really taking advantage of and spreading to other people. So
yeah, I've been very fortunate to have some great guests that have made some very innovative big moves in education, and they put some resources out there that are pretty valuable. A lot of them are free, and what I love about it then is not only you're going to learn it, but then you can use it, and then you can use it not only for yourself or your students, but then for the certification. And so it wouldn't be possible without sponsors like you. So I appreciate it.
But it's about helping you guys. So pass the word along. Yep. Use CPD. It's very, very important.
Yeah. So that was a big thing. Also, we went to video format this year. This was a big thing. Yes. YouTube for the first time in video, the great unveiling. I came out of my closet.
And I think that's the other thing. I think you guys want to see more of Lisa live. And that's one of the other thing about this podcast is we're very uncomfortable doing this today, but it's better to do it live once in a while to see the real person behind all of what the content is and not just the edited version of what you guys see.
Yeah. Nice and polished. I like it polished.
It's better this way. I keep telling her people want to see more of the.
No.
They do. They do this to see you.
So hold on. What I was going to say,
that sheet. So we gotta.
It was. Yes. And then live, this right here.
Yes.
Ripping the Band-Aid off a live version. So we went to many conferences this past year, education conferences, but the very beginning of the year, a PodFest. So it's a podcast conference. And that is where we finally decided, all right, video is where we need to start going into it. And they said, no, you need to go live. And I thought, I cannot do live. And so it's taken me almost a full year to say, all right, we're gonna do live. So we're gonna do it to end with it. And how great is that?
And let's be honest, about 4 minutes before we went live, I almost didn't do this.
I know.
I literally was
really,
like,
when you talk about holiday crunch time, this is it. This is like fitting it in. And I think it's going to be great though. It is. Okay.
Yummy bake.
I do. All right. So last minute events, there's a lot going on right now. So I think this is when you know that to start getting into that uncomfortable zone and being willing to try new things like we are right now. And that says a lot with the big current conversation in AI.
Yes, AI. AI is a big thing from the podcast this year.
Huge. And
so a little bit about what that was about.
Right. And I think that we're all learning it. We're all coming from a point of no experience to dabbling to, the more you do it, the better you are at it. But there's always new stuff coming out. So I think it's important to stay up to date. Some of the best things that I've walked away with throughout the conversations and through the conferences. Big one.
You had 4 big podcasts this year on AI.
Dedicated just to AI. Right. Yes. One with Matt Dalio, and he has a platform, Endless Studios, that is about allowing children for free to learn AI skills through gaming to create. They end up having AI portfolios that they can use to actually get jobs with. These are AI literacy skills that he believes are really, really important, offers it for free, and you're using professional software. So Endless Studio is really important. That's a big one. Another one with Mike Tedesco. He gave us some great tips and tools for parents and teachers. And one of my favorite was Notebook LM.
It's my favorite.
If you're not using it, you definitely need to play with it. It's through Google. It is a closed source where you add the sources and then you could do some wonderful things with it, whether it's for testing.
And it's good for all ages. So
it really is.
So if you were trying to learn about a research paper and you see, I get all excited about it. And so say you're in college or say you're in high school and you just aren't getting this subject or this research paper, you could take the research paper and you're you're just overreading it and you just, I can't get this. And you let the AI read it and you love, say, maybe listening to podcasts. It will put it into a podcast form and say, put it into two voices. And those two voices will say a male and female voice, and they'll start talking to each other and completely explain what you don't understand in a 5-minute succinct podcast.
Yes.
And explain the entire research paper or paper to you in 5 minutes, and it'll be totally clear.
It summarizes it, hits the key points, explains it in a way that you understand better. You're just like listening to it when you're walking or, driving the car. They also do videos.
On any subject.
So wild. So that one's a great resource. Students can use it. Teachers can use it to create videos even. I just made one with information that I used for a presentation 2 weeks ago at a conference.
Great AI tools. I
used it. Great.
With Mike.
There's that one. If you're going to, Canva AI. I found out from this one from Amanda Bickerstaff. Definitely follow her. She is good.
To-date material.
Very up-to-date research. She talks about policies, handbooks for parents and schools and teachers, does professional development for teachers, goes around the world. She presented at our conference 2 weeks ago. So I got to meet her in person, which was awesome. But I did interview her, and she has a company, AI for Education. So follow her on LinkedIn. She does weekly updates. And this week or this past week was a really kind of eerie one about toys, Christmas
the one
toys.
that spoke to the kids for
an hour, unprompted. Yeah. Yikes. Okay, so.
And then the other person you met or saw in Orlando was Jessica
Lyons.
Yes, that's right.
We were on a board together in Denver, and she has a book, and she did an episode with me on ChatGPT for teachers. And so if you that one is great because she calls it like it's her buddy. Her and ChatGPT are like this.
So if you have any questions, teachers, parents, about AI and what you should be learning, this podcast should have all the up-to-date information you need.
Those 4 episodes have a lot of good stuff.
All these podcasts are only 20, 25 minutes long.
They're great.
Go back.
So So I would say
share.
Those episodes I would listen to. And then there is some tools. We have the Notebook LM, great one. Endless Studios for the video gaming on the professional software.
And your favorite.
I love InstaLesson. This is in a beta form, and it is through insta-lesson.com. This one is a great time saver, teacher. So you just type in your standard, what you want, how much time, and you can manipulate it, but it crafts a very lesson plan in minutes, and it's pretty amazing. Definitely try that one. Good time saver for December, especially. Follow Amanda Bickerstaff. I would say if you're going to do anything with AI, follow her. She is the one to follow. And then she actually had mentioned this to me. Well, not to me personally, but to the conference, and I thought it was amazing. So Canva AI.
Games, yes.
Okay, so you can make games, teachers, even anyone can make a game, but go into Canva.ai and you can create a game. You just tell it what you want it to do, and it makes this game. And I did it at the conference. It was so fun. I made one about like teachers having to pick up things left over the classroom. It was like picking up things in the class, and then you'd have like obstacles like bump into a desk. Anyways, it was pretty fun. But you can have it do anything. So skill related, it can be pretty instrumental and then fun for kids to be able to do collaboratively as well. So I would say that.
And even the Canva rep was amazed, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. So that was fun. And then it's like it lives on your own website. So that was a pretty outstanding one. So that one was eye-opening. All right. So that one I would definitely walk away with. So those are some good tools, some little gems in your pocket. And now we're stepping outside our comfort zone during the holidays, right? Again outside. Again. You know, right? We did that. Yes. And so we're going to do the Christmas. Okay. What's a smell that brings you back to Christmas childhood?
Oh, goodness.
Is there any smells?
I love gingerbread smells.
Okay. Gingerbread smells. Yes. I think for me, it's pine. I just like the smell of pine.
That is true.
You know?
Yes.
I always, that one's the sticky Christmas trees.
Yes.
You can, So I think that
the sap on your hands.
Yeah. So
you put the Christmas tree up if you don't have it all over your hands. It's not real.
I know. That's right. Yeah. We didn't do one this year. Is it Christmas?
We have a tree.
Okay. All right. So now let's talk more about stepping out of our comfort zone, especially during the holidays. And that's when routines get disrupted and life feels very full. And so here are my top tips for choosing growth during times of really big turmoil, chaos, time. trenches.
Like how do we?
Yeah. So I would say you have to lining up the priorities, pick what matters most, lean into it, and then pivot to make changes. And even if those changes are new or uncomfortable, like today, time was definitely of the essence right now. And so we decided to pivot, try something new.
Yeah, go live. Why not?
Why not? We got nothing else
This
going
is
on.
easy. It's no big deal. You should all try it.
Yes.
Very comforting
And
and
I
calm.
think giving yourself permission to not be perfect at it, that's hard a little bit for me. It's a little bit. And so this
You're
is
killing this.
challenging.
You're doing great.
But I appreciate that.
Yeah, you
Yeah. And then where things become really complex, I think just knowing that you don't have to chase perfect. Give yourself permission to pivot and also to, not be perfect. It's okay.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. And from a parent perspective, keep the home routine steady. If there are schedule changes, tell the kids what's going on. This time of year for them is crazy as it is. So talk openly about schedule changes, make time during the week where everyone has time to just relax and not be so busy. Try to choose simple over showy and maybe try a new family tradition, maybe even something small.
Yeah. Do you know what?
I didn't what?
You didn't do this. You didn't talk about your AI from a parent perspective. What would you like? I mean, we talked about like, the what we did this past year. And I think from a parent's perspective, you know, how is it that all these things that we've talked about, and now we have kids that are grown, so they're in college, they're young adults. And when you hear this advice or the AI stuff, how do you feel about that when it comes to advising or,
I think
parenting children that are older?
I think parents have to be involved. AI is everywhere. Some it's not going away. It's going to be something that teachers are going to have to use and parents are going to have to use. Some people are using it wisely, some don't. So what we need,
When it comes to kids.
yeah, for kids, you have to teach them to use it wisely. What parents have to do is give guidance and give boundaries and help the teachers with the support and the amount of time that they're allowed to use it and not.
Yeah. And the ethics, a lot of kids are getting excited about, oh, ChatGPT can just write my paper for me. And that's been debated on whether or not, how schools are using AI to detect plagiarism and stuff like that. But I think, we can just be there for the kids, even if they're older, just to kind of help, you still have to guide them.
And teach them to use it in the right way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to happen, so use it the right way.
Yeah. And so
It's like a calculator,
I think so. Yeah.
or like a phone.
I've heard that
Use it
referred
the
to
right
that
way
and a lot.
and it's helpful. I use it all the time, but just go from there. Okay.
Yeah.
That's this. Do you want to wait?
No. And I think that that was it. So what are we taking into 2026? So as we're wrapping up, what are we taking forward, right?
Yeah. What are the things that you want to take into the 2026 year?
I think that innovation is more to do with people than it is necessarily with tools, because the people introduce us to the tools. They're creating the resources with the tools. And so I think that, being aware of the people that are doing the innovating is really important to help us keep abreast of the different technology and the skills that we need to be following. Yeah, so that's a big one.
What about for teachers?
I think that it's okay to step out of the comfort zone and start trying some of these things and to be not perfect at it and to understand its limitations, but to also be looking at assignments and lesson plans and things with the children that can help them learn the skills that they need to be successful, and not maybe we have to start changing some of the things on how we're teaching so that it's having them use it instead of, closing that door and say you can't use it. I think that that's limiting to kids, and then it makes them just kind of like, don't touch the red button. Yeah, I would always want.
I mean, you guys are going through obviously endless changes, and it's going to be okay. You guys are amazing. Just keep looking forward.
Right.
Pivot, shift, just like we are today.
Yes.
It will be okay. Just one step at a time. Stay calm.
And I think overall, like, the future is exciting. It's new, it's different, but growth happens when you step outside that comfort zone and you try something new.
Yeah. Be positive. And for me, I think the kids will thrive when life is simple and predictable. Keep it that way. Parents, You need information and not surprises. So stay informed, be on top of it, and work to keep getting the information that's out there. Podcasts such as this. And then the world is changing fast, and learning alongside your kids is not just okay, it's essential. So
it really is. Yeah.
Keep it up.
Learn with them. It's okay to not be the expert in this. No one is right now. We're learning
how many
together,
times do they bring homework home and you're like, I have no idea. So learn with them, learn how to use the Chat GPTs, the Geminis, the stuff that's out there.
Monica, that's a new one.
They're all new.
Yeah, that one's a good, check Monica out. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for joining us for our first ever live podcast. And thank you for making season 3 our longest.
Season 3 was amazing.
And so
Go
meaningful.
back and check it all out.
Yes. And thank you for walking alongside us as we try new things, even the uncomfortable things.
Yep. As season 4 begins, it will begin January 15th. Don't miss another episode. Share it. Tell everyone about it. We can't wait to share more conversations, more learning, and more practical resources.
Yes. So happy holidays
from the Hasslers.
From the Hasslers.
Best cups ever.
I know.
Cheers.
The little mooses, they're going to kiss.
Can't drink online. Out loud. Let's watch the beer commercials.
If you have a story about what's working in your schools that you'd like to share, you can email me at lisa@drlisarhassler.com or visit my website at www.drlisarhassler.com and send me a message. If you like this podcast, subscribe and tell a friend. The more people that know, the bigger impact it will have. And if you find value to the content in this podcast, consider becoming a supporter by clicking on the supporter link in the show notes. It is the mission of this podcast to shine light on the good in education so that it spreads, affecting positive change. So let's keep working together to find solutions that focus on our children's success. Thanks for listening to today's episode. These conversations, insights, and resources are valuable professional development, and now they officially count. So here's how it works. Specific episodes are marked as CPD eligible, and after listening, you'll be able to download a certificate of completion. This can go towards your required annual learning hours. So head to the show notes, and there you'll find the link and unique episode code needed to claim your certificate.